We are looking for passionate and talented competitors to join the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge. There will be qualifiers in 6 regions: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Korea and Japan, and China. The top teams will join the regional finals. The top finishers in each region and some invited teams will join the global final to play for a cash prize and exclusive benefits from PUBG Mobile. Are you still staying in your safe zone?
Many different countries excited to get this going. To 20 teams depending on who makes it here. In fact, tomorrow, if all the teams make it, it might be 21 teams because there was a tie somewhere. But round 1 each day will be FPP. Rounds 2 and 3 will be TPP. All of it will be on Erangel. So you only have 3 games to make it out of this.
Based on what we saw yesterday, it was difficult to tell whether FPP and TPP had any differing notations onto any other teams because EVOs didn't matter which mode they played and they became first every time.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Joel. We didn't get to see anybody else really kind of differentiate themselves as an FPP team or a TPP team. But overall, there'll be 12 teams that make it through this semifinal. 4 teams from each day, plus another 4 teams that'll be invited to the finals in Thailand on October 13th and 14th. Mark your calendars, get ready for that. There is also what have you, Joel. And we had a bit of a difficult time kind of so one-sided in the
perform throughout all 3 rounds. It's not about
that didn't get a lot of kills because EVOS was. So here you can see our first 10 teams that will be here today. A lot of teams from India. So as you can see, each of these teams has a picture next to it. That is the team captain. His name also has a star next to it there. So if you're the team captain, get your picture up here today. That's pretty cool. But these are only 10 of the 19 teams we have here today, Joel.
So far, 8 India and 2 Thailand means that you do have to perform. You have to expect
us today, but
only 1 representative.
Asia, today we do have 1.
And talk about
only team or the team not significant.
Go on Galaxy apps.
That actually, you can run it
here with long
Erangel.
And with 3 kills already on the board, Gaming with Cash will find an escape in this first circle. So, after getting a pretty good points on the board, it seems like 8-Bit might have a troubling time coming back to Sosnovka in the second time around.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Joel. It's really difficult when you lose that many players that early. You got to find a way to safely make it into the circle, avoid conflict at all possible costs. Most likely, this is team number 2. Meena Boys. Meena Boys are a team from India. I like that name. We'll be interested to see where they go. They did drop by Milta Power there in the refinery that's near Milta Power. This is RRQ, a team from Thailand, which Thailand did very well yesterday overall. So right now they seem like they may be the stronger country in this region, but that was only 1 day. We still have a lot of PUBG Mobile to play here. Team number 5 is Team Bold. Like that name. They are in Lipovka, and this is Carnage with a K, and they were in George. So not much else happening right now. We had a little bit of a scuffle over Sosnovka military base. Otherwise, all the other teams seem to be relatively spread out on the map.
Basic looting phase all around the other areas other than Sosnovka because of that flight path that came through in this first game was going to allow a lot of early action. 2 teams land there, which is exactly what happened. So otherwise, the other teams that are landing a little bit north of where we currently stand means that they need a little more time to farm and not going to be so opted to go for the early action here.
Yeah, exactly correct. And I was a little surprised to not see some teams fighting very early on over vehicles, but it seems like there was enough surface area for them to work with that they were all able to kind of safely get to their loot zones, more or less. Now, this is Nova Esports, and I kind of think this is a team of all women, Joel. It looks like they're all women. Their picture of their captain was a woman. So this is a team to keep your eyes on. We are really excited to have them here. They are also from Hong Kong.
I'm going to see what they can do. Obviously, having Nosenga, having Elise, Stacy, and Kimmy. Seeing what these 4 female professional players will be able to do for Nova Esports. And starting off with a pretty simple farming route for all these teams now, including GWK all together. Seeing what the second phase is going to look like, because that rotation is going to be a pretty easy one to start off with. It's going to be starting from the 3rd and 4th circle, where we're going to get majority of the action.
Yeah, absolutely. We generally see early on in competitive PUBG Mobile that the teams will maybe skirmish over a drop location early on. After that, things kind of settle down for a little while. Once you, like you said, we start getting towards the 3rd or the 4th circle, that's when things really start to heat up. A few differences to talk about here in PUBG Mobile that maybe if you've never played it before, you might notice things look a little different. For example, there are no windows in buildings. All the buildings are windowless, and that's by design. But here we've got Lism taking some shots at members of Awesome Glory, and it looks like one of his other teammates manages to get a knock.
And see another knock coming through, coming from Lism, and see if we can get to a second knock here onto AG, and AG finding it difficult to just get out of this situation. Just sees where they're getting shot from, just trying to get the smoke, trying to get the res if it's going to be their first priority, but otherwise they're looking to have to fire back up on the counter back. It seems like a tough ridge to overcome here. It seems like AGS going to be charging in to try to go for finish.
Yeah, AG a little underlooted there. One of their members only had a pistol really to deal with. AGS pushing in with this Car 98, getting a knock with the DP is Troll. So that's another member of AG knocked. They're trying to get out of here. The AGS has a very big advantage in terms of weapon and positioning right now.
Yeah, AGS doing very well, and some glory on the back has nothing to do. Just trying to escape with that vehicle is the only option they have, so they're going to have to abandon their knocked member. And it seems like it's going to be a first casualty for Assam Glory to start this game off.
Yeah, only one member down, so it's a smart idea to get out of Dodge, go find a safe place and regroup, try and get some more items. There's the finish on to Ritrick. A nice push there by AGS, recognizing their advantage and taking advantage of that. They are going to heal up a little bit and look to possibly move here. They are already in the circle, so it's kind of up to them what they want to do. Do they want to try to go more center, a strategy that we saw work very well for EVOS yesterday, or will they try to play more of an edging strategy? We will find out shortly.
It will definitely vary depending on how this first round plays up to play, and all teams have different characteristics of how they like to approach the game, so it's going to be dependent on what we see from this round 1, that the adaptation will probably happen starting from round 2.
Yeah, exactly correct. And that's exactly what we saw yesterday. The teams kind of started to feel each other out in the beginning, and there was a lot more fighting early on in that first game. Teams trying to fight over their desired loot locations. After that, things kind of settled down in games 2 and 3, with a lot of teams opting for more of a centering strategy, except for Team Narcos, which was much more of an edging kind of team, just finding ways to safely get into the circle. This is Savage, a player for Ancient S, a team from India. We're going to be saying teams from India a lot today. Over half of our teams are from India in this group, so can they perform better than yesterday? We will find out shortly.
The Indian casters will definitely love them to perform a little bit better than yesterday, because we had no representations from the first 4 teams to go up to the final. So second day, lots of Indian teams, and one of those 4 should be really kept by this region right here and see what they can do. Obviously, we're looking at some other teams now from India as well. Fear Boys, another team from India, looking to make the mark here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Fear Boys just kind of chilling out there. Nothing doing right now. Nobody's coming up those stairs yet, I do not believe. Savage, it's good to cover your teammate, though. That's very smart. We do have 1 crate drop already, and we've seen crate drops be very important in PUBG Mobile. Getting those level 3 helmets and vests and getting those crate weapons is very powerful. It's near the shooting range, just to the southwest of shooting range, near that downed plane that's up on that hill there. So it looks like there is a team going for it. I believe it's Salater, which is another team from Thailand, actually. So they're being aggressive here, trying to keep the Thailand #1 chant going here. So, they've got a police car.
Okay.
Nice.
Something very unique to PUBG Mobile, and they're gonna pick up this crate and see what we're getting. We got a glimpse of it just a bit early. It's gonna be AUG starting it off, and you get the full set of level 3 along with a plentiful of 5.56. So you're gonna love that crate to start this game off and see what Slater can do in this mid game here.
Yeah, absolutely. The AUG, a stable gun, does a lot of damage for a 5.56 weapon. Definitely one of the guns you like to see. Yesterday, we didn't see too much AUG coming out of crates. We saw some AWMs, some M249s, and a Mark 14. I remember that as well, but I don't remember seeing an AUG. It's very possible we had one. But overall, we didn't get to see it too much in action. We saw a lot of Scar, AK, and DP yesterday doing a lot of the work for these teams.
And we see SM Glory now in Primorsk, in Severny, I apologize, and just after they kind of escaped from the actions coming from AGS a little bit early in the instance, just losing one member, just coming back to this new city, just settling down in this new circle. I don't have to move an inch, but it seems like AGS is back again, trying to hunt them down, and that 4v3 advantage that they have, they should be looking to push for it if they get the observation.
Yeah, AGS nipping at the heels here of AG. They want to continue to put pressure onto this team, but interestingly enough, there is another crate drop. You might have caught it from the AGS player's screen to the southwest of Severny, and in fact, Solator was already on the move to attempt to get that crate there. I'll be curious to see if, yeah, this is a great start for them. I'll be curious to see if AGS wants to try to push on this crate to get it themselves.
Double log is going to be picked up by Solator, just by 2 of their members already. Oh, careful there. Just to make sure you are ready to get in there. Now we're going to go to Severny. It seems like coming from shooting range. Solator with that extreme amount of ammunition that they have right now. See what they can make use of it. Proactive play is needed here.
Yeah, this is a great start for them. They are very kitted out. Their team is going to be very strong as the game goes on. Nova here making their way into our new circle. We do have our second circle, which has kind of centered around the Himalayas that are to the south of Georgopol. That very tall mountain there is kind of where the center of this circle is. So Georgopol and Gatka still in it. Part of Razak is still in it. The Ruins is in this. And so a lot of teams that are on the eastern side are going to have to start making their rotations in.
And also the Severny boys has to make their exit as well. So I'm talking about AGS and also SM Glory, who have been at 5 from the very early parts of this game, have to escape altogether. So it seems like they will spot each other out and see who gets more kills here in that 4v3 scenario. But we're also looking at some other teams here with Gap and see what they can do against Nova, kind of looking towards each other.
Yeah, Gap and Nova, they've kind of found each other here. Alice trying to get some shots to land in those windows with that Scar, without the 4x scope on there. So let's see if she can get something done here. I think they landed a few pecks onto Gap there, but both of these teams are outside of the circle now. They still have 2 minutes to make their way in here, but let's see what happens between these two teams.
And it seems like the pretty good taps coming in for that 4x scope from Alice with that Scar, but needs a little more there, and trying to get the kills is going to be the priority there. Gap definitely knows that there's going to be a team around the surrounding he's getting shot from on the other side. So it means that Nova has the upper end in terms of the advantage in the terrain. And Gap has to find a detour and to get out of this one.
Ooh, Kimmy taking a lot of damage there, almost getting knocked by Gap, but now Fear fighting with PS here in a DP battle. Razor looks like he didn't quite get the knock, but one of his other teams did. Killer gets the knock and the finish.
No, it seems like Fear almost got the entirety of PS right there, and we'll see if that confirmed just a little bit later. But yeah, ultimately, it seems like Fear only lost about 1 through a knock, but gonna get the res out, and it seems like they got a team wipe here.
Yeah, wow. Fear, one of our teams from India with a strong start. 3 kills to start for them so far, and they did not lose any members. Of course, Poison took some damage, so his helmet and vest could have maybe taken some damage, and he'll have to use some utility there, some heals to get back up. Overall, though, a nice start for them. 45 points in the bag. They're hanging out in the swamp with this US, so they're in a nice position here. They've got no one at their backs right now, so they can kind of safely edge their way in if they feel like it, or they could take an aggressive route into the circle like we're seeing A and C do right here. They are dashing into the middle of the circle, looking to maybe go into some of the houses near the Himalayas.
Now we're looking at Nova after fighting against Gap just a little bit earlier. Now gonna take their UAZ to make sure they go to this next circle in time. Just trying to get the 4th member into that car, and gonna just go for this very risky drive. If they get caught in the middle of this drive and they get shot out, could lose an entire team in a matter of seconds. So have to be a little bit more aware of where they're gonna be going.
Yeah, we saw a couple teams have some mishaps with vehicles yesterday. Not in terms of crashing them necessarily. We saw that a couple times, but getting caught in transition. We saw CO take down GJ instantly when they were trying to get into a vehicle at Pachinki in the very first round yesterday. We saw Evo destroy a lot of teams in vehicles very handily. They are such good shots. We were really impressed with them yesterday. Meanwhile, Ancient has set up in these houses that are on the southwestern edge of the mountain there. That is a very strong location, very defendable. for them, so I like that rotation by them. Pretty close to the center of the circle as well.
We're also looking at Slater to see, with their heavy ammunition that they're kitted out for. From the very early game, still has 0 kills, hasn't really found anyone, but once they do, the opposition will definitely be surprised by their ammunition.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be very surprised when they run into that team, especially when their bullets don't do as much damage because of all that level 3 gear they've got. But on top of the mountain, we have RRQ fighting against Red White possibly. They know each other is there. Here's the Mini 14 here from RRQ looking to land some shots. We've got a couple ringing out, nothing doing yet here from the RRQ members.
Trying to get some taps here on the other side. The mountain only has about a few cracks where you can look between to try to get a vision of your enemies, and it seems like G9 wants to push forward a little bit more here, just kind of run all the way in and just really kamikaze all the way to him. Very, very close right now.
Wow, 69 really doing an interesting push here. He even put his gun away. He wanted to get there so fast, close that difference with Red White, and Red White just backs off. They don't want any of this right now. It's early on. Generally speaking, teams don't want to fight in the first couple of the circles if they don't have to, even if they are already in position. Sometimes teams will take the safer option, as we're seeing Red White here do. They are opting to get out of here, find another compound that is safe. I believe this one is. This will be their home for now, and we are about to get a new circle relatively shortly, but AGS now in a battle here.
So they're going to be fighting up against, once again, a rematch between them and, once again, SM Glory. As we saw them from the very early moments in the game, SM Glory going to just have their 2 members just escape here. 3 members, it seems like, on this vehicle, so not going to be opting to fight against this one. And seems like another crate's going to be upon us, and we're going to try to see RRQ if they can pick this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Senior running down the hill for this. But it doesn't look like there's anyone who can quite see him. Maybe a member of Ancient, team number 7 there. They could have had a possibility to see him, but he's in and out very quickly, knew exactly what he wanted. Very nicely done there by Senior. That is some excellent looting. And oh my goodness, AGS driving right by Nova.
Nova, but still, it's not going to take the shots. Just going to pretend that they're not in here and trying to just drag in AG to come into this compound, not knowing that there's going to be enemies nearby. But you see the SM Glory is going to be very, very cautious, not just going to rush into a house without any type of information. So very good smart play coming from them. Nova's going to regret that chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Nova should have taken some shots there. They do have that UAZ in the middle. It's pretty well hidden, but I think that AG got a glimpse of it, and that's why they backed off. I really agree with you. I think Nova should have maybe at least tried to get a few, shots in there.
We know that 1 shot and 1 kill does equal to 15 points, and that does really contribute to quite a bit when you have only 3 rounds to decide the best 4 teams in this tournament. And when you're Nova and you had that opportunity to maybe get 2 kills on the board, just a vehicle explosion could have done a lot of damage. So Nova kind of chance wasted.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely correct. Meanwhile, the circle, we do have a new one here. It has gone kind of northeast-ish. It is kind of centered on the northern part of the mountain a little bit. It's got ruins in it. It's just got a sliver of the crates of Georgia Pole in it. Nova's almost dead center, so their position is still quite good. But we'll see if they try to be a little more aggressive as time goes on. Still, though, we have 18 teams left. We've only lost 1 team so far. 65 players. We're pretty deep into this without a lot of action.
Other than that first minute fight coming in for Sosnovka and that little bit of skirmish up at the very top, we're not going to see any team fights for now. And it seems like RP just might change that here. RDW, see what they can do against RP here.
Yeah, RDW already set up. The other team here, number 11, Rampage team. They are trying to push into this compound as well, so we might see a skirmish here. Baby Rage trying to find an angle on these approaching members of Rampage. Throws a grenade out the window to try to catch a member out here. This is kind of near the ruins. Nothing doing with that grenade. Doesn't connect. Ooh, a member of Nova, though. Nova's in a fight up in the north. Nova clashing here with Dala Duck. So let's see how this goes for them. Dala Duck, 1 member knocked already. Looks like they're trying to get that res.
2-to-1 trade right now between these 2 teams. And we're looking at the other action once again. Red-White going up against Rampage team. And what they can do here still hasn't lost a single member. But once they go for the knock with these smokes really flourished here, trying to go for the kills, it's going to be their priority.
Yeah, bouncing a grenade out the window. I don't think that'll connect with any members of Rampage. They are not on that side of the building right now, as far as I can tell, but who knows. Dalafon, meanwhile, got a kill onto a member of Nova. Dala seeming to do some work here, but okay, a knock here by a member of Rampage.
Rampage just trying to finish off the kills here. RDW coming out from the outside, trying to get the skirmish on the other way, but that's not going to be the way to do it, and it's going to lose an additional member and the entire team there.
Wow, and what a brilliant push there by Rampage. You know, RDW tried to get out of there with that vehicle, but it's a little slow going when you're driving that Dacia on the grass. It doesn't have a lot of torque, so it takes a while for it to get up to speed on that type of ground. They realized they were in a bad position, but maybe they should have just fought it out. Regardless, a very nice push by Rampage there.
Very nicely done, and we're going to see some other teams that are going to be in this fight here. RQ versus Ancients, and see what they can do. RQ is going to be very much looking towards those comps, assuming there's going to be teams in there. You already see the smoke that's going to confirm exactly what they're looking for here. So Savage can throw out the smoke, see what they can get in the surroundings.
Right, smoke's a very important part of this game to allow you to safely make rotations. Some shots coming down from our RQ, but only a little bit landing, not too much damage done overall. We'll see if Ancient can safely rotate out of that position. We do have a new circle, guys. It has gone way to the northwest. That compound that Dala is in is still in it, so a lot of teams are going to have to rotate from this southern part. It could get very congested.
Just trying to go shoot outside the blue here. Other teams trying to make their way in. Ancients having a hard time to get themselves in right now. RQ trying to take the best advantage of that possible, trying to get all the knocks here. Might just go for the team wipe here.
D2E doing some serious work with this Scar, and that is, wow, he's gotten 3 knocks so far, 2 kills. He's got a lot of damage done to him, but that is
blue
it.
Damage.
Yeah, nice. They get taken out by blue damage. That is a very nice gatekeep by RRQ. Well done by them.
Just brilliant play, knowing what to do. The team encroaching from the outside of the blue. You knew you had to be the one to gatekeep them out, and you really have a bad time fighting all the way through, even if you have the better shots. So you're taking the advantage of that. Was a nice play by RRQ, and going to be very happy with those couple of kills.
Yeah, GW in a skirmish here with the remaining players of AG. They have 2 knocks onto AG so far, but one of their members has been knocked, and they've lost 2 as well. So this could go either way. GW is going to have to get the res here, regroup. A member of AG hiding behind that building, probably trying to get some information on what GW is doing exactly. A smoke goes down. The members of AG moving outside. A Molotov here from Destruction. I'm not sure if that's going to quite connect. It'll be hard to say. Maybe it will. He's looking for some people, but there's smoke in his way, so he is not able to see any members of AG. But, oh my goodness!
What?
Wow! Wow, just guessing. Just taking a guess there is Destruction.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, there's smoke there. You can guess that they're probably in there.
That's a team wipe.
Yeah, that's a team wipe. Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible stuff there.
GWK, ever since they got that 3 kills earlier from the Sosnovka Island, they come back into this mainland and go for an extreme amount of plays. Once again, Destruction, showing why he is living up to his name. Once again, getting another team wipe.
Yeah, Destruction is one of our top players here so far, but now we have a battle between Rampage, already with a squad wipe of their own, going up against Team Bold. Ooh, a lot of damage done to Combo. In fact, he gets knocked here. That's 2 knocks for Rampage, I believe. Oh no, just one knock here for Rampage. Heems, they're trying to get up these stairs. This is a really difficult position to take. Oh, some nice double barrel shotgunning there.
Yeah, it's just going to be very intuitive, just trying to go for the kills there. And you see RP, you see Team Bull, and see what they can do. And just need to be patient, trying to wait for your opponents to come to you. And Heems is just not going to wait this out.
Yeah, Heems with a nice strong push here, and he will end it. That is 7 kills total for Rampage so far. Very nice timing on that push because he knew they had to go for the res. Once you can get up those stairs, it becomes a lot more difficult to defend that position. Jumping on board with Mina boys, trying to get into a safe location inside of the circle, but yeah, they're smoking already.
You're going to just run towards Fear Boys, and Fear Boys has decided to just get a few more shots, and the car will blow up here.
Yeah, they just need a couple more shots. You're absolutely right. Mina boys, I'm not exactly sure what their strategy is going to be there. They're trying to find a location to hang out with. Jumping on board with Dala, who I believe ended up wiping Nova earlier. They've got a location in the circle, but the circle has moved now to the northwest part, so they will have to make a rotation very shortly here in about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
And Dala just really reaching in, trying to get all these kills from the outside and get already 9 kills on the board. Means that they're just going to wait for more here. Seems like all the teams are coming out just from the blue. It's going to be easy bait for Dala to get additional kills on the board.
Right, the M24 here for bonus and an M4 carbine in his hands. Let's see if he can do some work with this, land a couple headshots. We saw some good sniping yesterday. Can that continue in today? I believe it can. They already have 10 kills. They're looking to be a very strong team here.
Seems like they just want to pick up the scraps where everybody else has been leaving off. And Dollar-Duck, that's a good strategy if you want to collect a lot of kills here. And Mina Boys, you saw them from earlier just driving across with that UAC. Finally does have that blow up, but they're going to just be in this very awkward position, knowing where to go from this very exterior of this blue circle.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're way outside of the white circle. It's going to be very far to get in. RRQ, though, has taken a position up on the northern part of the circle. They might have some teams that try to rotate into them, so they're going to have to play gatekeeper here. Mina Boys in a very difficult position. They have no vehicle. They're about as far out from this circle as you can get, and they only have about 20 more seconds before it starts closing on them.
It's just very awkward because you have to just face check, and there's no other options to it. Everybody's going to be waiting for Mina Boys to come in, and you see the other teams, RRQ, already starting to ramble here.
Ooh, Senior gets a knock, but then gets knocked himself. He had some nice shots with the burst fire on that M16. Gappa Gappa. Love this team name. I'm going to call him Gappa Gappa, but it's Gappa Gap. I like Gappa Gappa better. They should have gone with that, but they are healing up. They've got one member knocked. They're trying to defend. There are two teams trying to push in the circle. Dala in a fight. Two members get knocked from Dala. They're trying to push in here on... Oh, no. That was a really nice shot by Black there.
They're just trying to get all the kills, but it seems like Salator is going to be able to use those utility we saw from them in the very early game here. That ammunition difference is going to be the one that makes the difference here. Dollar-Duck just wants to make the kill, but it seems like they're going to be wiped away.
Yeah, exactly correct, Joel. I think you're exactly right. Those early crates they got made a big difference in that fight. It allowed to survive against that strong push by Dala. Ooh, AGS, though, has got two members knocked. They're taking shots from RRQ here and possibly other teams. It looks like, the play zone takes down Crazy here, so RRQ will have to rotate. They're trying to find their way in against Gappa Gap now. Will be kind of in their path where they're looking to go. Ooh, Song taking some hits, trying to get to 69 to res him.
Mina Boy's going to go down. We're going to see Axe go down as well. It means that all these players outside of blue just didn't have anything to do. They had to run in, and that's the fate they've really faced.
Right, exactly. Gappa Gap, in the meantime, trying to get reses on their own. Oh, they take down a member of AG there. But Gappa Gap having some difficulty. RRQ has a very nice position on them. They've got a straight line of sight to them. D2E putting some nice shots with the M16 there. Senior as well gets I believe that's a finish onto a Gappa Gap.
That's a very good utility of smoke right there, and you see Senior's going to be rest up and healed just back in time and gain the really good snipes while the other players are busy healing. And it means that all these incoming players will be targeted and sniped by RQ in the meantime, just adding to their kill count.
Yeah, absolutely. 9 kills already for them. Another knock by D2E onto Heems of Rampage. Some really nice shooting with this silenced M16 here. Impressive play by RRQ, but they do have to find a way to get into this circle. This hill will only get them so far. It's hard to tell exactly if parts of this hill will be in.
We can see that nobody's really on the eastern part of the circle right now. It means that RRQ has a pretty safe entrance in while they just wipe out everybody from the border, and means that RP and the other team that's looking at right now from Team 8, Salator, is going to be the one that's really fighting with each other, and the remainder of that might just be taken by RQ for them to get the chicken dinner victory.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Rampage has found 8-Bit, one of the only member left for 8-Bit, hanging out in the water. He goes down, but secures a 4th place finish for their team. So we've got 3 teams left, all looking very strong here. All of them have a lot of kills already. Salator, of course, got those early crates, so they have a lot of equipment to work with. RRQ has looked to be good in their positioning and their shooting so far, and I believe that is Rampage. That is the last team left, and they have looked to be a strong pushing team here. But Senior landing a couple shots on the Black Dog.
And it seems like RP, Rampage, and Slater, you do not want to be that team right now because they're so close to each other that I find it's going to eventually happen. It means that RQ with a full squad just going to be waiting for that fight to conclude, and that's going to be easy bait for them to take the chicken dinner.
Yeah, they might have to change their plan just a little bit because of this new circle. You're right, though. They're trying to push onto Rampage.
No.
Oh, no. Member goes down. Rampage, 2 knocks onto them already, and one of them is dead. They only have 1 member left.
RQ just losing a member to that swimming zone, and it seems like ISOL is going to find Pioneer and Rampage going to find more kills onto this flank here.
Yeah, Vincent is the only member standing for Rampage. Combo, has been knocked. RRQ looking to push through here, and Salator benefiting from this circle. It forced RRQ to have to push through RP to try to get in. They can just sit here and wait and let these teams do a ton of damage to here. They are looking very strong to win this game number 1.
It seems like RP will go down, so there's going to be 2 teams left remaining here. I thought the RQ would be in the scenario where Slater is just waiting for this fight to conclude, and they're going to be the last team, the 3rd team in this mix-up, and they will probably have the huge advantage, probably get the chicken dinner for round number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 4-on-2 here for Slater. RRQ, though, does manage to find a compound safely, so it will kind of depend on where this next circle goes unless one of the teams opts to be very aggressive. Some grenades coming in from Slater.
And guess what? It is India versus Thailand right now. Slater coming in from Thailand, and it's going to be just RRQ coming in from India. And in 4v2, it seems like Thailand might get the win over India that had so many teams to really compete for it, but it seems like they won't get in round number 1.
Yeah, this is crazy. Senior with the M249, though, getting a couple hits to land on Tay, but Tay can safely back off and heal. The circle is closing, so we will find out where this next circle will go in just a second. Okay, it has gone pretty much dead. Oh, top left, where both teams already kind of are. It's hard to tell exactly who's got that circle going for them right now. Song's throwing some grenades.
But you know what the conclusion is? The Slater just needs to be patient, just wait this out for RQ to come to them, because they don't need to force the fight 4v2. They know if they can get the positionings correct, it should be an easy win for Thailand for round number 1.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, RRQ, all the credit in the world to them. They're landing a lot of shots right now. They're putting a lot of pressure onto Slater, forcing them to use their healing items, but Slater, still all 4 members up. They have position here. We are about to get our next circle closing here, about 20 more seconds, and then it will have to close. It will force these teams a little bit closer. Even still, Slater, though, just needs to rest. They just need to wait for RRQ to push and try to defend, take advantage of that situation.
Oh my
Song!
goodness.
Nice knock there by Song. What great shooting from RRQ, though. They are really putting on a show.
Are they really going to make this miracle happen? 2v4 for India, and another one coming out. It seems like Isong's going to be the hero of the day here.
My goodness, RRQ got 2 knocks onto Slater. A chance for them here if they can take advantage of it. The circle is closing, so they do have to move. Another member. Oh, Slater gets very low here. You going down almost. Song trying to find some more shots.
Oh my goodness, I think they did it.
Are you kidding? Senior trying to get in here. There's still 2 members of Slater knocked, I believe. They're trying to find those last 2 and prevent these kills. Should be able to finish that one off.
I think they did it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Yu is still up in the top of this house. He is getting a res. He does get the res here. Song trying to find a way to get some more shots. He hears them up there, I believe. He knows they're up in that window. He's out of utility here. He has no more grenades, so he can't throw anything up there.
So we got Pride, the team leader for Slater, and Yu is back up, and we're going to see what this team can do inside this compound 2v2. There's not much moving around here, and it seems like Slater has to make the move on very, very soon here.
I think RRQ has managed to even this situation up in fact, maybe even take an advantage here. They already have 7 kills. So later, they only have 1 with the 1 member left. Song has 5 kills already. Senior has 2. So this is 7 kills versus 1 of the remaining players on the team. RRQ looking very strong and looking to push here maybe. He's trying to find an angle around the side of the building. We will be getting this final circle, our first one of the tournament so far. Who will come out ahead? I like what RRQ's doing.
It is a true 2v2 right now. RRQ just trying to extend their movement to make sure they have angle on both sides here. And it seems like just on the roof, it's going to be where they're standing. They're just waiting for them to jump down. And that should be the finish for RRQ to pick up the chicken dinner. Yeah,
absolutely. Slater's going to have to move here as the circle starts to close in. It is going to be shutting down very soon on them. RRQ has position. They can cover that middle part of the circle as it closes. We will see Slater have to land some shots here to get in, and because when you jump down off the building, there's a short amount of time when you land where you can't really do anything. That will be the moment that RRQ will probably try to take advantage of.
I can definitely hear the Indian casters screaming right now because it seems like the miracle run might happen. RRQ all of a sudden has the advantage in this terrain, and they should be the one to pick up this victory.
Okay, there they go. Slater's making their move.
No, Senior.
Senior's coming behind them. I don't think they know he's there.
No, they do not know, and it seems like they got the victory here.
Oh my goodness. What a play by RRQ, taking the chicken dinner here in game number 1 with 19 kills. A very impressive performance.
RRQ, unbelievable in the way they won out that game. They were not supposed to win that one 2v4, but Slater, I do have to say it's a little bit disappointing for how they played.
చెప్పండి. చెప్పు నరేష్. సరే పంపిస్తున్నా. అవును నా రఘునే పంపిస్తున్నా. అవునా అప్పుడే ఎందుకు ఇచ్చినావు మరి? అయ్యా అవునా సరే సరే పంపిస్తున్నా ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. ఇప్పటిదాకా ఎవరెవరు వచ్చు? సరే మహేష్ మీ సేవ కాడ జాక్స్ అట్ట కొట్టురా పొడిపి వస్తుర్లే నరేష మీ సేవ అన్నీ ఫిట్ చేసుకున్నారట జాక్స్ అట్ట కొట్టురారు జాక్స్.
Let's go! Bring up the voice chat. Bring up voice chat. Fall back to safe zone.
Ya मैं क्यों नहीं सुन रहा?
सही ले जा रहा है, सही ले जा रहा है, एकदम सही जा रहा है। दो बंदे आ रहे पीछे, पहली बात याद दिला दूं तुझे।
दिख गया मुझे।
उठाना फिर बंदूक उठा जल्दी, नीचे उतरे हो।
उठा तो लिया मैंने।
हमें क्या हो गया ये? नहीं जा रही है।
जिंदा है ना? तू देख नहीं रहा है कहाँ पे? 2 नंबर ये रहा। अच्छा दोनों नीचे नीचे है। वेरी गुड।
कुछ ले दे।
मैंने क्या लिया था? देख मेरे पास कारल ले रखा हूँ मैंने। कारल मुझे देख हट। तेरे पे वो ग्रोजा ऐसा। ग्रोजा। वो ग्रोजा है ना? ग्रोजा इसका।
यार M249 नहीं मिल रही बहुत दिनों से, दिमाग खराब हो रहा है।
वो दिक्कत नहीं मिल जाएगी।
देख के बंदे हैं।
कौन मार रहे हो? गलत खेल लिया। कौन मार रहे हैं?
क्या जी?
मैं लैग कर रहा है मेरा। पता नहीं।
तेरा ही क्या, हमारा भी कर रहा हो तो।
वाह।
खत्म कर, एक नॉक हुआ है। खत्म कर।
चल क्यों नहीं रहा है मेरा? किधर साइड है बंदा?
शेक के पीछे छोटे वाले के।
नॉकआउट। चल रहा है सब। आजा कोई 3 नंबर आजा। कोपड़े खाली करते सारे।
बंदा है सामने कूद रहा है खाली वेली का।
मार ट्रिगर क्या? खत्म करे। वापस आ वापस आ वापस आ वापस आ वापस आ चल वापस आ। चल चल वापस चल। मारना था हमें जोड़ी मार दिया हमने। बस चल आ जा अंदर।
वो बंदा है देख रहा हूँ।
अपन को मारना था अपन लोग ने मार दिया उसको। मतलब अपने पास कोई काम नहीं। किधर है यार से? अच्छा वहां पे बंदे हैं।
ग्रीन वाले हाउस में बंदा है। एक टीटीवी ले रहा था अभी।
दिख गया मुझे।
देखो ले रहा है। दिखा ना।
हाँ साले हल्की सी लगी ईएमपी है। अरे मेरे पे रेड डॉट है ना। रुक आ जा मैं भी आता तेरे पास।
अकेला ही बंदा है यार वो साला। ग्रेनाइड नहीं है क्या?
नहीं ग्रेनाइड नहीं है ना। कोई दिक्कत है।
मैं भाई गोलियां ही कम पड़ जाएंगी ये तो मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है। और राइट से बंदा है। राइट में बंदा लाल 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 उसमें। उसकी तरफ मत जाइए अंकुर। थोड़ा पीछे रह अंकुर पीछे रह। रिवाइव दे दे उसे तो।
आ रहा है उधर से
रिवाइव
बंदा
दे
भाई।
दे।
इधर से ही आ रहा है बंदा। देख 190 200 से आ रहा है बंदा। इतना मुझे पता है।
कोई नहीं आ रहा देख रहा हूँ मैं। तू की दिक्कत ले रहा है। तू
ये रहा।
रिवाइव
मार
दे
दे
रहा
मार दे मार दे मार दे मार दे मार दे वहां पे साउथ वेस्ट में 250 पे बंदा है। मार 250 पे बंदा है। मार ना 245 पे। हेल्थ किट चाहिए अमित?
मार दे।
हेल्थ किट नहीं। एक ही हेल्थ किट है। चल तू यूज कर ले मेरे पे। रुक यहीं पे है यहीं पे दीवार पे। ले पकड़। ये ड्रॉप कर दिया मैंने इधर। ये ड्रॉप किया मैंने। एक सामने बंदा है मुझे दिख गया सीधे वाले। ले गया वो।
नॉक हुआ है। एक नॉक हुआ है।
घर में है।
एक घर में एक बाहर है।
घर हाँ पेट पे हाँ ऐसे पत्थर पत्थर का।
मुझे पता है ये यहाँ एक यहाँ पे है
दो बंदे
और एक घर में।
और एक बंदे
बाहर आ रहा है।
चलो चलो जोन में चलो। हेलो
खत्म कर दिया।
और एक फ्रंट
भाई नहीं जा पाएंगे।
हेल्थ दिखाओ। हेल्थ अयो 4 नंबर
हेल्थ नहीं है भाई।
अयो
नहीं है यार।
चट
ये तो मैंने वो कर लिया। सॉरी भाई अमित नहीं कर सकता मेरी बात तुझे।
अरे कोई नहीं। निकल तू निकल।
फास्ट चलो 1 2।
अरे भाई जल्दी पहुंच जा पहुंच जा। नहीं पहुंच सकता मैं भी नहीं पहुंच सकता। नहीं पहुंच पाऊंगा। हिल नहीं है। हेल्थ नहीं है। अब एक ही था मैंने वो लगा लिया। गुड।
मेरा तो भाई 1000 की पिंग आ।
चलो 1 नंबर हेल्थ डालो अयो चलो चट।
हेल्थ होता तो डालता नहीं। हेल्थ होता तो डालता नहीं। एक था मैंने यूज कर लिया था पहली।
సెటప్ బాక్స్ కండి టీపీ ఓకే ఓకే వైఫై రూటర్ కా ఓకే అవునండి వైఫై రూటర్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఉంటుంది అది ఫోన్లో కొట్టుకుంటూ వస్తుంది మీ యూజర్ నేమ్ ఏంటి అది కాదండి మీది నెట్ కలెక్షన్ యూజర్ నేమ్ ఏందండి హలో క్యూబ్ ఆఫీసా ఓకే ఓకే ఇప్పుడు మీ పాస్వర్డ్ మీకు రాసిస్తారు అప్పుడు వైఫై పాస్వర్డ్ అది కొట్టండి అవును వైఫైలో సెర్చ్ చేసి మీ క్యూబ్ వైఫై రూటర్ ఏం పాస్వర్డ్ పెట్టి ఎవరు పెట్టిరు వైఫై రూటర్ మీరే పెట్టుకురా పిల్లలు పెట్టిరు వచ్చి మొబైల్ అసలు మీకు వైఫై రూట్ ఉందా మీకు టీపీ లింక్ ఉందా టీపీ లింక్ వైఫై రూట్ ఉందా అండి ఓకే ఓకే దాని పాస్వర్డ్ ఏం కొడుతుంది మీరు క్యూబ్ 9999 కొడుతురా మీరు తప్పు కొడుతున్నట్టుంది క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్స్ ఏవో కొడుతున్నట్టుంది మీకు పాస్వర్డ్ అదే పెట్టిరా అదే పెడితే వస్తుంది అన్నట్టు అవునండి మీరు రాసుకోవాలి అది రాసుకుంటే మీకు గుర్తుంటుంది సార్ నేను అబ్బాయిని పంపిస్తున్నాలేండి మీ ఆఫీస్ దగ్గరికి ఒక మనిషిని పంపిస్తే ఇప్పుడు తెలుసు క్యూబ్ ఆఫీసే కదా పంపిస్తలేండి ఓకే పంపిస్తాను సరే ఒక 5 నిమిషాల లోపే వస్తాను భాస్కర్ అది క్యూబ్ ఆఫీస్ కాడ వైఫై పాస్వర్డ్ వాళ్ళకు తెలవట్లేదంట చెప్పి రాసిచ్చా
ठीक है फुलझड़ी टाइप
जलाओ ने
जला देना ने ऊपर फुटा एक का ये मेकअप सारे खत्म हो गए
ये सही है ये क्यों मिला है
पूरी टीम को एक बार मिलता है
फन के लिए Where are we going?
चंकी बहुत जल्दी कुदाया तूने गिरती लाशें मिलेंगी हमारी देख सबसे कॉर्नर पे ले ले हाँ
अरे सबर तो रख
ले
ओ
जल्दी मरे इसकी पूंछ क्या हो गया
मैं तो भाग
ओए अटक गया मेरा
मैं भाग गई बारिश शर्मा ने तो नॉकआउट ही कर दिया वाह
अच्छा
क्या ब्लैक कर रहा है गेम
ओह शिट शॉटगन ही मारी मेरे को मैं पिस्टल से लड़ रहा था।
बाय बाय बेबी।
शॉटगन मार दी, आ गया बचाओ।
ये कौन सी गंदी गन गई।
ओ यार
एक मार के
ये
मरा हूं।
मार गया। इसने रिवाइव दे दिया यार।
चल राम क्रूज भी गया। तू भी मर जा, तू क्या करेगी जिंदी
मैं
रह
भी
के।
लड़ने जाऊंगी, रुक जा, एक गन तो लेके जाऊं, बेइज्जती
ये
थोड़ी
पीछे
करवा रही।
शॉटगन पड़ी है, वो ले ले। शॉटगन उठा दे।
भाई 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 मुझे रिवाइव कर दे, मैं आ रहा हूँ भाई।
वो मार दिया।
मर गया।
तुम्हारी लाश कहाँ है?
शॉटगन मार के हो जाती।
सब गए।
लल्ली अकेली बच गई। लाली तू क्या करेगी?
बैठ जाती।
बस इसकी भी गई।
हाँ
MVP मैं हूँ।
मार के मराए।
अच्छा हेलो डॉक्ट, आवाज आ रही है? हेलो डॉक्ट, आवाज আছে? কিবে ডক্ট? হ্যালো, দেখবি শুটিং রেঞ্জে একটা লাল রঙের বাড়ি আছে, ওই লাল রঙের বাড়িতে আয় সবাই। শুনলি ডক্ট? এই আমার সাথে আয় তুই ডক্ট, আমার সাথে এই যে বাড়িগুলোতে।
Enemies ahead.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওখানে
তুই রিপ্লাই
নেমেছে,
দিচ্ছিস না? ও অসুবিধা নেই,
দুজন নেমেছে।
নিচেই পড়লাম। উপরে একজন আছে।
एक ही चाहता
Number 3 revive. আমাকে দে ডক্ট, আমাকে দে, আয় ভাই আমাকে দে ডক্ট। ভুলে যাস না আমাকে রে।
এটা কে, ওটা কে
জানি না, র্যান্ডম প্লেয়ার। বাপে এখানে গরম হয়ে গেছে মাহল। मेरे को बुलेट्स चाहिए, बुलेट्स नहीं है मेरे पे। बुलेट्स, आई नीड सम बुलेट्स। इधर 25 नंबर। ओ घर के बाहर आ रहा हूँ, फैक्ट्री से आ रहा हूँ। कब मर गए? उधर ही ड्रॉप करना सभी। हाँ भाई लोग, उधर ही ड्रॉप करना। इन्हें तो देख लूंगा अभी। सभी आओ धीरे धीरे जल्दी से। अरे यार घर पे ड्रॉप करना। हाँ भाई, सभी घर पे ड्रॉप करना। घर के लेफ्ट वाले राइट वाले गेट पे 2 आदमी हैं। संभल के डॉग, संभल के। अरे यार ये फिर से गया।
Enemies ahead.
अरे यार ये 3 नंबर कौन है? बार नॉक। और नंबर 2 के पास भी आदमी है यार। सभी जगह यही पे आदमी है सारे के सारे।
সামনে ড্রপ করেছে একটা, ওই সাইডে লোক আছে একটা।
ও বাবা সামনে লোক। ডক বাইরে আমাকে রিভাইভ দে, ফাঁকা আছি। এখানে দেখ সামনে 3 জন নক আছে, তাড়াতাড়ি আয়। ভাই ভাই আমাকে রিভাইভটা দিয়ে দে, আমাকে রিভাইভটা দিয়ে দেবে। ডক রিভাইভ তাড়াতাড়ি দে, তাড়াতাড়ি দে।
এখানে MK14 আছে নেবে?
ও বাবা আমার এখানে 4 জন। चलो चलो चलो, हमको बहुत टफ कंपटीशन लगा। हम लोग 2 और 1 के बीच। 11টা।
11টা আমার 5টা।
ও আরে ইয়াদ দিলে আমাকে আর দেখা যায়। আমি যেটাতে ভালো ওটা। এখানে দেখ লোক অনেক পাছে টানেলটা মুখে। আরে यार 2 সেকেন্ড ওয়েট করলেই বসে যেতাম। 3 জন মুখের সামনে ছিল। अच्छा खेले सभी। ले बिल्लू
हैं हैं
ले
हाँ
Oh shit.
टेंट पहले पूरो
मैं ना कर रहा
पहले
नहीं अलग ही मजा आता है ऐसे खेलने में तू बता दे हमारे सुने उतार उतार
नहीं
ठीक है तुम
बिना कपड़ों के करता पूजन की ना चल रहा मिलता चल रहा एक्सेप्ट कर ले भाई
तू क्या ना कर रहा हो
तू उतार नहीं पाओ सही
कहे मैं पे ये ना बोल तो
कर रहा हो तो कर ले नहीं बात
यार तो तू तज्जन में आ जा ए भाई 2 नंबर 3 नंबर जाए अनफॉलो मार दो कहाँ हो
मिलता उतर के
अरे यार तो बताया तो देखो
तो बताएगा तो केरों के बैठ आवाज तेरी खबर आती है बहुत की
मार कटाओ अपने अपने मार कटे बिल्लू हाँ
आ गया
मार तो डामू दिख ना रो कुछ
हटाया तो दो
मिल्टा दिख ना रो कितना यहाँ में जरा मिल्टा दिख तो
आया एक गेम दूंगा
उतर को तू
हाँ 90 गोली के
मैं दिख रहा हूँ कहूँ पत्ते
हाँ यार वो देख लो मैंने
बिल्लू क्या दिया ने गोली कहाँ एक ही हम एक बंदूक दे एक बंदूक दे एक दे
तेरी कोई सहायता नहीं की जाएगी
कतई मत करो कहाँ है तुम दिख ही ना रहे मुझे
जल्दी जीरो में तेज नॉकआउट है मोए रिवाइव कर नॉकआउट कवर एक पीछे से देवा में रिवाइव कर अब जल्दी
कहाँ है तू
जीरो में
रिवॉल्वर ते तो कवर दूं क्या
ओके
पिस्टन लगी है बस हैं तूने वहाँ लूट मचा दी होगी सिर्फ पर छोड़ो ही ना ना मेरा ए ने कचले लंदे भैया फिर चल
ओ बंदा सामने बंदा
कौन सी तरफ कौन सी लंग पिल्लू बंदा
मैं हेल्थ डालो ए ब्लू
यार वो फर्स्ट एड तो दे दो यार
मेरे पास फर्स्ट एड है
दे दे भाई
एक मिनट
फर्स्ट एड है ना बैंडेज
है मेरे पास बैंडेज
लाना भाई
फर्स्ट एड
और डालना भाई बैंडेज एक आध बैंडेज दे दे यार
एक ड्रिंक ड्रॉप
दे दो भाई यार
बैंडेज 2 ड्रॉप।
कर बिल्लू
बैंडेज 2 ड्रॉप।
थैंक यू ड्रिंक है भाई
और एक ड्रिंक। ओके ठीक है
और
इसको।
एक ड्रिंक। ओके
ले ली भाई मैंने 9 mm की गोली है
हाँ चलो।
चलो।
ओ बिल्लू
हम्म
9 mm की गोली है
नहीं 7.62 और 5.5।
5.5
चलो लूट।
चलो
बंदा है अभी और यहाँ
ऐसे
चलता था करना है कितनी लगाई है
या कारल गाने M416
कारल
बन
गाने
गया मार्क करो भाई।
M416 गाने मार्क करो भाई।
UMP9 चाहिए किसी को
भाई
हेलो
हेलो।
हेलो
UMP9 चाहिए
नहीं
नहीं
कार 98 चाहिए किसी को
डीपी मिला तो बता दो।
AWM ट्री है 8x के संग AWM चाहिए किसी को हेलो
हेलो हाँ भैया।
हेलो हाँ
AWM चाहिए भाई
ना चाहिए यार
नहीं चाहिए।
है भाई 8x चाहिए 8x
हाँ ये टैक्स बता तो
हाँ ये
मोदी
टैक्स बता तो मोदी का अभी ड्रॉप आगो पाइप पीछे चलो जी वहाँ मिल जाओ
लेवल 3 का हेलमेट चाहिए।
लेवल 3 का हेलमेट चाहिए नहीं
नहीं
डरा हुआ तभी पूछ रहा तेरी
यार
कसम।
बताइए पूछना तेरी कर कहाँ है जाएगा बोलो ड्रॉप चलो या जाओ सब मिल जाओ
हेलमेट डरा होती तो पूछ रहा हो तो ना आवाज छोड़ कर
तू कितने दूर है मुझे जो पता है तो
कितने को दूर हो
दूर हो
7.62 बुलेट्स है मेरे पास।
सप्लाई पीछे आइएगा कहीं
अरे भाई पीली वाली कैप हो गई यार याती भी चले गए देख कैप है तो मंगा ली तू
एक ही तो ले गए वो
ना ना पीला नहीं पीली के लगाए
है इसका
पता नहीं कहता एक दीपक
ये भी वो भैया लगे
कौन सी है
कौन सी भैया लगे काय बल्लू
तेरी भाई ये दीपक भैया लगे
दीपक भैया लगे पूरी भाई दीपक भैया लगे
तो मुंह पे तो कैप लगाए बिना तीसरे जाऊंगा तो कैप लेके
तो जो बिल्लू कौन सी लगा
ऑरेंज भाई
कह रहे
अरे मुंह पे तो सुत नहीं रही यार मैं सोच रहा मैं लगा के आऊं
वो तो चल ठीक है
मैं कभी शाम को
आदत से बदली हुई है क्या समय ना
है
जय भाई तो तुम फर्स्ट एड नाम
मुंह पते मांगना क्या चाहिए? UMP9 DP बोलो क्या चाहिए?
फर्स्ट एड मिल रहा है बस एक करके बस
5 फर्स्ट एड है।
दे दे यार
सॉरी।
हेलो मैं 4 मेंबर
हाँ भाई।
मेरा पास 7.62 बुलेट्स हैं, तुम्हारा 5.56 बुलेट्स है ना?
कौन सी?
5.56 बुलेट्स है ना तुम्हारा पास?
हाँ मेरे पास है।
ओके डन।
चाहिए?
हाँ ड्रॉप।
ये लो भाई,
7.62
और दूं?
7.62
थैंक यू भाई, थैंक यू भाई। ऑर्डर नहीं है ये 5.6।
అంతే ఓకే అంతే ఉన్నాయి
ओके भाई।
ड्रिंक्स है
आ जाओ भाई।
ओके ओके चलो
5.56 चाहिए भाई। और
हाँ ओके बस
अरे दो नंबर भाई, 5.56 चाहिए क्या?
हाँ ओके ओके
ठीक।
बस बस
ड्रॉप आया है, चलें क्या? 310 पे।
ओके 3 नंबर 1 नंबर
चलें क्या साथ में? क्या बिल्लू?
गाड़ी आ
आई का?
गई
कितने दूर तो हम तो
जब
बहुत दूर
यार
है।
मैं यार मैं तेरा कर लेते आप सालों मतलब खुलेगा बैठ
तो गए हो क्यों?
2 एम पीछे से जल्दी आ जाओ
जल्दी तो ना आ सकत बिल्लू, वो गाड़ी देख लूँ, रुक जा। 3 नंबर तो वो, फिर मैं तो बचा भी आ रहा हूँ, टेंशन मत लिए तू। कहीं रुको रही है तो ना, हम आएगा तुम, ठीक है? मैं वाली मैंने गाड़ी देखी, मैं फिर देख रहा हूँ। आ रहा हूँ बिल्लू में, रुक जा।
तो 1 नंबर तो मार
गए हो तू?
गए
बैठो भाई। बिल्लू तो पक्का सामान मुझे बता।
शट ऐसे जा 1 नंबर पे
कहाँ चले भाई?
शटल
बिल्लू हेलो।
हेलो हेलो हाँ
ये बिल्लू कौन सी तरफ है बिल्लू तू? चलो भाई 2 नंबर, ड्रॉप आ रहा है यार, खतरा है यहाँ। आ जाओ इसी में आ जाओ। आ जाओ अंदर, ऊपर आ जाओ, ऊपर चलते हैं ऊपर।
वो दो बंदे हैं।
कहाँ? लोकेशन लोकेशन। हाँ बस।
Enemies ahead. Enemies ahead.
भाई नॉक आउट। भाई बैठ जाओ बैठ जाओ बैठ जाओ, नॉक आउट। रिवाइव करो।
ऑलरेडी रश बंदा।
ये अपनी ही आएगा वो। आ गया आ गया।
ओ बम।
शाबाश। बम फेंक दिया उसने, मार दिया हमको।
यस यस। 4 बंदे चैनल का बंदे हैं।
हाँ भाई।